Hi, I'm Linehaul Lonnie, segment number 7. Today I want to talk about the Provincial Truck Driving Championships, which are formerly called the Truck Rodeo. Consists of 5 different categories where you'll have a straight truck, a body job, a single category with a single axle tractor, single axle pup trailer. And then it consists also of a single tandem category with a single axle tractor and a tandem trailer, usually 48 or 53 foot trailer. And then the tandem category, which is a tandem axle tractor and a tandem axle trailer. And then, of course, the B-train category, which is a tandem axle tractor and 2 pup trailers joined together with a 5th wheel, making it a B-train. So what happens is that each category has its own course and track set up, and every driver has to drive. They drive pretty much the same truck because there are sponsors and truck dealerships and companies that donate the equipment, and everybody drives the same equipment in each category, so making it pretty even. And then you drive through the course and you're measured on how close you come to stop lines, stop signs, how close you stop to barriers, and it's all pretty much doing everything you do every day when you're driving your truck. You're going through tight areas and you measure it on how close you stop to things, and it's all inch wars. And obviously the closer you stop to things and you get the higher scores, then you, at the end of the day, the driver of each category that has the highest score out of 500 wins that category. And each winner of that category then would go on in September to compete in the Nationals as Team Alberta. And that's usually held in different cities every year. It's a different place. Now, getting back to the Provincial Truck Rodeo, it consists of every driver doing a written exam, every driver doing a pre-trip, finding defaults that have been made on a unit, and the more defects you find, the higher points you get. And then, of course, and third of last least is the driving course and getting marked out there. And then usually at the end of the day, everybody goes and has a really nice banquet supper and that, and then they present the awards, and it's usually a dinner and a dance. It's a lot of fun for people, you know. And in order to be able to compete, would have had to have 1 year safe driving prior to the truck rodeo. It's very well put on and very well sponsored by the Alberta Motor Transport Association, formerly known as the AMTA. And there are lots of companies that sponsor it to help put it on. As doing something like that, you have to find a venue big enough to hold where you can drive the trucks on the course and that. And it's a great day. It's a team building for the company guys that go in and other company people that come on. Everybody has a great day. And also there's other trophies that are up for grab during this truck driving championship is the rookie. So if a guy that's a rookie is first time and he has the highest score out of all the other rookies, then he wins the rookie trophy. And there's also a grand champion. He's the guy that has the highest average score out of all the other categories over his category. And then third but not least is the team trophy. So if a company puts in 3 to 5 guys and say they're going to be a team, then if that team has a higher average score above the pack and end up having the highest team average score, then they also win the team trophy. I have had the fortunate to win that 5 times with the team in that I've been out through Canadian Freightways. It was formerly known as Team Lonnie, which is pretty funny. But I've been competing in the truck rodeo since 1999. I missed 2 years due to health reasons, but other than that, I come right back, and I've had the fortunate ability to have won the Alberta competition 4 times. 3 times. I went somewhere to the National. We went in '07 to the Regina, '08 to Ottawa, and in 2012 we went to Moncton to compete at the Nationals in Moncton. Unfortunately, the last year they held the truck rodeo was 2019, prior to COVID, and I was fortunate enough to place first place in the B train. I always competed in the B train category. And unfortunately, due to COVID, we just had the provincials. There was no nationals. Anyhow, it's always a fun event, and I'm sure they're going to start up. And I really, really, truly think if a person has the means and where's to go and do this, when they do start it up again, it's highly recommend to do it. It's a lot of fun. It's a great day for your spouses and yourselves and people you work with. Anyhow, so there's the story for the day. It's a lot of fun. Now, for the tip of the day. It's nighttime driving. When driving at nighttime, if you're not used to it, it can be very stressful. The biggest thing is try and keep yourself alert and always try and keep your headlights on as bright as you can. Keep them on high beams if you can when it's safe, and always scan your right as far ahead as you can, both sides of the road, watching for wildlife to be crossing the highway or objects on the highway. Also, to help prevent drowsiness, try and keep the heat on your vehicle low as possible as you can stand it, because sometimes too much heat will bring on drowsiness. And if you do have to stop every once in a while, it's a great idea to get stopped, get out, go for a walk, get refocused. Do it in a safe, well-lit area. And thirdly, always have some kind of little munchie or snacks or something just to munch on to help you take away the just staring down the road and not doing anything. Have coffee or a soft drink, water, and that just to help you keep focused. What I found many years ago was sometimes chewing on sunflower seeds. When you're starting to get drowsy, you just open up the sunflower seeds and you keep your hand occupied putting the sunflower seeds in your mouth and then taking these shells out and throw them in a cup or out the window. And I found that way you're keeping your mind busy and your hands busy, and you're always thinking about crunching the seeds. So it's a great way to keep from getting bored driving at nighttime. And if you're not sure of the road that you're driving on, it is a great idea if you can to follow another vehicle at a safe distance, and that way you can follow his tail lights, and it'll help you get through the dark. A lot of people, they try and take these high energy drinks like Red Bull and all that. I don't like that because I find that it'll give you an instant high with the caffeine and high sugar content of them. But then the problem is an hour and a half later, when it wears off very fast. I myself personally have never taken a Red Bull. I've always used natural things that I have told you so far in this video. So hopefully, with all these tips, that will help you get through nighttime driving, which a lot of people do not like to do. So, hope these will help you get through the night and stay safe. Now, for the joke of the day, it's a little lady walks into a bank with 2 bagfuls of money and asks to speak to the manager. She wants to open up a bank account. So, the manager takes in his office and they proceed to do all the paperwork and all that. And he says, ma'am, he says, I can ask you a question. He says, geez, he says, with these 2 bags of monies, you must have been hoarding this money for quite a while. She said, no, not really. She said, my sister hoarded half. Anyhow, now, getting on to the songs that I recommend. The first song I recommend is Semi Crazy by Junior Brown. That's a good one. And then the other one is The Truck Stop at the End of the World by Bill Kirchen. And then the next song is Looking Out the World through the world through a windshield. Looking at the world through a windshield by Del Reeves. Anyhow, well, there you have it. That's all I have for today. Keep the greasy side down and the sunny side up, and have yourselves a great day. We're gone. Bye-bye. Stay tuned for some photos and videos from a few truck rodeos that I attended. Have a great day. Bye.
I drive a big Freightliner and I make a last payment today. And I drive to all points out of New York City to L.A. Well, the little woman smiles when I pack up to leave her. I'll soon be back, but I just got the fever. She's a believer. I got the Freightliner fever. There's a railroad running by the highway out in Santa Fe. And I passed an old freight train making his run the other day. Merle Haggard said to his fireman so pale, he's a-blowing this freight train off of the rail. He got the fever. Fever. He's got the Freightliner fever. Well, here said Red, what you carrying in that cigarette pack? I said, I got my second driver and he's gonna drive all the way back. It's a big black pill so long and round. To a driver, it's a West Coast turn around. It's for the fever. Fever. That old Freightliner fever. Well, I passed Dave Dudley up in Pittsburgh.